Heather, it's Aaron, and today I'm going to be responding to your post. So let's get into it. First of all, I am in the same boat as you. I really enjoyed the author's ice cream metaphor, the ice cream sundae metaphor that they used in the textbook. I think it's a very productive metaphor for exactly what brands are doing to continue the conversation with their customers. They're taking on these very unique tones and kind of brand voices that while even if they're a company that does similar things to other companies, such as like a fast food company like Wendy's, they're really branching out and trying to differentiate themselves from their their peers, their competition. And I think that it's really interesting to see kind of how they personify themselves to their customers. Now, one thing I'm really interested in seeing is how these type of brands, how they age. Am I going to think that Wendy's is just as clever and unique in 10 years, in 15 years, if they're doing the same thing on social media, kind of being that snarky, really quick-witted best friend? I don't necessarily think it's going to have the same effect on customers in 10 to 15 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how brands like them and, like others, are going to have to kind of adapt and change their tones or way of speaking based on just the time. So yeah, that's what I think about that. You also, one thing that you brought up was this guy Space Wolf. I don't know him or her, or I'm not familiar with their work. But it does sound like that they wear a lot of hats in their business. It sounds like a small business, and it sounds like, especially if they're selling their own personal wares online. They're probably having to play, the part of, creator and influencer, as well as a bunch of other hats that kind of come with the territory. So yes, to answer your question, I do think that it is completely valid to say that they can be an influencer and a creator at the same time, because they have to do various things that that kind of fit both roles. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you for listening, and I really enjoyed your post.